2, 3, 4. Banana, 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 banana man, banana man.
Banana-man!
Banana man.
Banana-man!
Banana, 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 banana man, banana man.
Banana-man!
Banana man.
Banana-man!
Banana man. Dee 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 dee. Yay!
Howdy. What's
Banana
going down?
Man, hi.
How are you?
Well, I'm great. Thanks for joining me on the Ukulele Army on the patio today.
My pleasure.
The outdoor autumn special, an autumn special with Banana
day.
Man. Well, hi there. You are Banana Man, but you are also
Keith.
Keith Haskel.
That's true.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Second identity.
Tell me, how did Keith Haskel become Banana Man? How did this happen?
Well, I happen to own 2 banana costumes already.
Mm-hmm.
And when the Chris Gethard Show started airing, I was excited about the show. I was a fan of Chris's. And I knew Rob Malone, who was already involved in the show.
Right, world's greatest dancer, Rob Malone.
World's greatest dancer. And I knew of J.D. Amato from NYU, and Rob Malone also from NYU.
Oh, okay. So you guys were all NYU...
Film nerds.
For film, okay.
And back then, when the show first started, it said if you wear a costume, you will be on the show. And I do comedy stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to be on the show, and I own 2 banana costumes, and I like Rob Malone, and I like J.D. Amato, and I'm a fan of Chris's. Why don't I go to this thing?
Yeah.
So I went, and I think that first episode that I was in, Horatio Sands called and was like, Electroshock the Banana Guy. And then they just started calling me Banana Man.
Amazing. So it's actually Horatio Sands is the one that first called you out.
He said, he said Banana Guy or something,
yeah.
the guy in the banana costume. And I think Chris said, Banana Man. Like, that's Banana Man. Ever since I've been Banana Man, ever since I've been wearing this costume to the show.
So what does Keith Haskel do, like, in actual life?
For a living, I work in TV. Mm-hmm. I just wrapped being a segment producer on the show Comic Book Man for AMC.
Okay, and you haven't figured out a way to sneak Banana Man, right? Did you,
yes,
you figure a way to sneak
kids,
Banana Man into this show?
Yes, my boss's kids love Banana Man, as most children do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how adults feel, but children love Banana Man. And he slipped me in, so it's a show about comic books. It's about a store in Red Bank, New Jersey, a comic book store.
It's a reality series.
It's a reality show. Kevin Smith owns a comic book store called Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash.
Yeah.
And they put me in my banana costume to buy a comic. I bought a comic, and then I think they're going to use it on the show. We'll see.
That's awesome.
But I bought a comic and I shot it.
Banana Man's domain is, like, spreading.
Yes. And they even, I don't want any spoilers, but they do say Banana Man. But that was Banana Man.
You're doing this amazing thing where when you move your head, you're like shaking the flowers behind you. It's like, it's very festive.
They're live
It's
props.
very exciting. So Rob Malone, good friend. They call him the world's greatest dancer, but you know how to throw down. You got some moves of your own.
I do, but I'm inspired by Rob. Rob is the leader, and I think he's an amazing dancer. I'll never beat him, but I'm glad to throw down with him whenever possible.
And when we go out dancing, sometimes we call you Noodles because your style of dancing is like you have no bones, no bones at all, which is appropriate, I guess, for a banana.
Yeah.
Do you you love to throw down on the show? Do you have a favorite? What have been your favorite musical guests that have come on to dance to?
Free Energy. I think I was a huge fan of theirs before they were on the show. And the second they played The Girls Want Rock, I think is the name of the song, I was like, yes, I love this band. I threw down. And then they even invited all of us to dance with them at the Bowery Ballroom show.
We did. They were like, oh, we want, what was it, like a record release? Or it was
No, they were just a tour. They were just touring.
It was a big show at Bowery Ballroom, and they had so much fun having all these maniacs dancing to their music on the Chris Gethard Show that they asked us to go appear at their Bowery Ballroom show, and we all put on weird ass costumes and danced.
Stage dive multiple times. They said it was the best show they've had. They're the best. They're so nice, and I just really love their music, and they're fun.
They're awesome.
Free Energy.
I was super jealous because the singer has a shaker that looks like a head of lettuce.
That's great.
I have one that looks like a banana, but I don't use it. I don't like the sound of it quite as well as this one. But maybe I should give you that banana shaker.
I would love it.
You could come sit in with the LLC on the banana shaker.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, we should have used it for the Make a Song episode.
Mm-hmm. So when people come to the show, when people actually show up to a taping, you sort of have some pre-show stuff that you do as well, right? Aside from just coming on and doing things on the show. Tell us what the pre-show is like. Because I'm normally sound checking with the band at that time, so I don't even see that. You're doing stuff with the audience beforehand, right?
Yeah. The world's greatest dancer, Rob Malone, Andrew Hot Dog Parrish, and myself, Keith Banana-Man Haskel, we're the audience coordinators. So if you show up, we will greet you. We tell everyone the rules of the show, which is, this is the spiel we give every single episode. The LLC will come on. Has everybody ever not been here before? There's always 1 or 2 people who are new, at least, sometimes more.
Yeah.
We'll sing the song. So it's come take a ride. You're playing after us. Come take a ride. Come take a ride.
No wonder the audience always sounds so good. I didn't know you guys had rehearsal beforehand.
Yeah. And then we tell them, and this is a secret, I don't know if Chris knows this or not, we then say, once the song is over, you cheer as long and as loud as you possibly can. I don't care if Chris tells you to stop. You keep on cheering. Chant if you want to. Whatever it is, just scream as loud as you can.
You tell them to do that.
To go as long as loud as possible.
Chris is so annoyed by that.
I love annoying
Shannon
Chris.
hates it. Shannon absolutely hates it.
Yeah. She does this wasting show time. I think it's part of the show. I think it's part of the hubbub.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. So
I enjoy it because I get to like grab all my shit while people are yelling. I always like.
I think it just starts like energy. It just starts it fun, and I love annoying Chris.
Yeah, it is a fun way to start the show.
Every time we end a segment right now, it's.
I feel like the slide whistle is the sound of Banana-Man.
I love it. This is like one of the greatest sounds you can make.
There's an LLC record coming out with 50 songs from the show, and this is used on your song.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's totally used on your song.
Perfect.
So basically the whole reason you got involved in the show is because you showed up in this costume.
Yeah.
You did it. There was like that's really it.
Well, I mean, I also appreciated the show. I was like, oh, a live call-in show hosted by Chris Gethard. There's a band every week.
Well, lots of people show up every week and appreciate all those things.
But you wear a costume.
So people, you got to come in costume, right?
And here,
I'm starting a new movement for more costumes in the audience, right?
Well, also Goosey. Here's a secret about the 40-year-old Goosey. He's a friend of mine, not a comedian whatsoever.
Yeah.
And I told him, dude, if you come to the show wearing a costume, I have a feeling you'll be involved in the show. Yeah. And he did, because Chris or anyone else will call you out for wearing a costume. Yeah. And you'll get involved, and I think it also sets this like weird party like atmosphere that we love. It's just more fun. Wearing a costume is more fun than not wearing a costume.
It's way more fun. And I'm not, obviously not everyone that ever comes in a costume is going to end up on the show, but I think it's such a good way to bring fun to the show.
Right.
And then maybe you do get involved.
Even though I think anyone who comes in a costume somehow gets involved. Maybe not the first episode, but even Jamie Kasman. Right? Yeah. Jamie is always like writing shit down and dancing. Like if you wear a costume, I could guarantee you will have more fun at the show. Because
when you're in costume, you're somehow like a little bit distanced from yourself, right? You're like a little freer to go crazy, to have fun, to do something you'd be normally like a little bit too shy to do. Yeah. I like it. All right. Come in costume, learn the Banana-Man song. Oh, I didn't even teach it. Oh my God, I'm such a space cadet. Let's teach it really quickly. Okay, so the Banana-Man song goes, it starts with D. Banana, 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 banana man, banana man.
Banana man.
Banana man.
Banana man.
That whole time I've just been on D. Now you go to the G. Banana, 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 banana man, but D.
Banana man.
D.
Banana man.
Right, so that one, so the first one you just stay on the D the whole time. The second line, you do the G. Banana, banana man, banana man. You go back to the D.
Banana man.
A, G. So that da-na-na-na-na-na-na is A, G, D, 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 D. Good. Do you mind singing it while I say
I would love to.
I'll say the chords.
I would love to.
1, 2, 3, 4. D.
Banana, 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 banana man, banana man, banana man, banana.
Switch to the G.
Banana, 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 banana.
D.
Banana man, banana, banana,
banana. G.
Banana, 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 banana.
Yeah.
I think I messed up my own song, but that's okay.
It was good, and I'll write down the chords. Okay, thanks so much for joining me. Thanks, everybody. Post video of yourself.
The only army that I can get behind is this army. No other army would I appreciate.
It's true, you're a pacifist.
Yeah.
But this
I don't like war, but this army.
If you're going to battle, go to battle with this mighty little instrument.
With a musical instrument weapon.
Okay, come to the show in costume and bring your ukuleles and post video of yourselves playing ukulele and be fun. How do I stop it there?